Well, Division agents, we've got a ton to talk about, or in this case, to not talk about. I just got done watching the latest Ubisoft ubiforward event, and this one was scarce to non-existent if you're a fan of the Division. So, let's talk it all out. Welcome back to the channel. My name is LtBuzzLitebeer, and like I said, the ubiforward event. Oh my god. It was a series of ups and downs. And by the way, in case you can't tell, I'm doing this completely unscripted. Just got a very basic outline here. There was some very interesting stuff and IP that's coming down the pike from Ubisoft that it showed very well. Overall, though, I don't think the production value of this whole presentation was done very well. How they were going back and forth between the clips and the audience, it was just weird. It felt kind of like they didn't have the budget to really do it the right way. Hopefully, I'll include a link to this down in the video description. Maybe you guys go check it out. It felt a little loosey-goosey. Anyway, this was the entire presentation. I'm just going to give you this quick rundown. First off, there was this group of live dancers up on the stage for Just Dance. Then Avatar came in hard with Frontiers of Pandora. That thing looks like it's ready to slap. Very interesting, but that was a very long portion of the presentation. X-Defiant was up there. I think it was Mark Rubin kind of talked about. They've got an upcoming open beta test. They had some streamer clips playing behind them. Prince of Persia came out. Really not for me. It's a side-scroll game. They claim it to be open world, but it's a side-scroll game. Then this really odd part of the presentation, Captain Laserhawk, whatever in the hell that is. This guy came out wearing, he basically looked like something out of Cyberpunk, wearing like a Cyberpunk outfit and like these LED goggles. It was just kind of cringy, odd. It was weird. Then the Division Resurgence came out. Those are the clips you can see right now. It was basically a little over 2 minutes of just this trailer. There was no, I mean, there was some gameplay footage in there, but there was, nobody from the Division Resurgence team actually came out and spoke. Right after that, Skull and Bones had a group of these bassy male singers up on stage singing like this yo-ho. It just kind of weird. No gameplay, but they do have a beta coming up for that. I mean, I think they really missed the boat there to kind of quell some of the concerns with Skull and Bones by showing some actual live gameplay, which they didn't. Brawlhalla had a segment. The Crew 2 had a segment. Then Assassin's Creed came in, and you know how much Eve and Ubisoft loves Assassin's Creed. They had 3 titles back to back to back. They had the AC Nexus, which is the VR game. They had Codename Jade, and then they showed off Mirage, not only a trailer for Mirage, but gameplay for Mirage, and it definitely looks kind of interesting. There's some wild mechanics in there. There's kind of this whole Wraith chain kill thing that looks just sick. I mean, Mirage looked like it's come a long way. Then I was watching it. Eve came out and spoke. That's Yves Guillemot, CEO of Ubisoft. And at that point, I kind of called it. I said, yeah, they're not going to show off any more Division. Then kind of like the premiere event, Julian Garrity from Massive came out, spoke up on stage, and then they showed off Star Wars Outlaws. That's what Massive has been working on over in their time. All that crew that got kind of reassigned off of the Division, and the Division 2 is working on Star Wars Outlaws, which is coming out in 2024. It looks sick. And then they actually showed some gameplay footage. Very interesting as well. That looks like it's come a long way. And that was it. I mean, full stop. That was it. And my heart just sank because some of the stuff that I wanted to see that they've teased at, like, and I've got this on this list here, Splinter Cell. They've hinted at a new Splinter Cell game. Here's a great opportunity to kind of get the Splinter Cell faithful behind you again. No footage, nothing, not even a mention. No Beyond Good and Evil 2. I mean, we've been waiting, 10 years for that? No actual Skull and Bones gameplay. They had the singers and they had like this scripted trailer kind of thing going on. Nothing. By the way, no mention or anything, even like a little tease for a new Ghost Recon game. And then, kind of like the dagger in the heart for me, no Division 2 at all. And Eve has spoken before at these Ubisoft investor calls and has called The Division and the Division franchise one of their core pillars of success. I think it was 5 pillars from that call that I've listened to so many calls at this point, but The Division is supposed to be one of their core pillars. Not a peep about it. No Division 2 footage, no expose, no, hey, year 5, season 1, Descent game mode, just nothing. And then the real dagger in the heart for a lot of people, because they're waiting for it, was no Heartland news. Not a single shred of a clip there. And I sat back and I just shook my head, and I'm still kind of just stuttering away. I'm beside myself. I'm not angry. I'm just, they often say that actions speak louder than words. Well, Eve has professed in the past that The Division is one of their core pillar games. It is one of their avenues of success beyond what they've got working on. And of course, Assassin's Creed, they love that. And, they love their Rainbow Six Siege, as they should, because that thing has just been a juggernaut. But the other titles that are kind of like on that upper cream of their portfolio, no disrespect to the other stuff like Brawlhalla and other games like that, but man, The Division is right up there. The Division in their books, or at least the way they talk about it, is on par with Assassin's Creed. It is on par with Rainbow Six. It's Avatar's new and the Star Wars game is new, but those are kind of they're kind of those premier portions of their portfolio, and they made no mention of it. I was shaking my head. Absolutely shaking my head. I don't know if I want the video, to draw on too much longer, but maybe somebody can, if you agree with me, leave me a comment down in the comment section below. I was really holding out for something. I mean, we knew what was going on with The Division 2, but maybe just a mention of it? No. How about the Heartland? The Division Heartland, it's coming. No, nothing about it. I was just really, really, really disappointed. And on top of that, just a little behind the scenes, I received 1 or 2 DMs about these people that were playing The Division Resurgence. I was actually invited to it. This is kind of plays into that, loosey-goosey thing. I was invited to play in it. I responded to it, and they never sent me a code. So I reached out to them today. I said, hey, thanks for the code. And they're like, oh, it shows on our side. We sent, it's kind of like, what's going on? It feels unprofessional. Like I said, just not well put together. This entire presentation, I thought, it had its ups and downs. I mean, obviously Avatar hit pretty hard. X-Defiant made a good showing. I'm looking down through the list. Assassin's Creed always slaps, and then of course they came out with Star Wars. But yeah, overall I was not very impressed with what Ubisoft put on today. But that's just my opinion. As always, I welcome your feedback down in the comment section below. If you happen to like the video, maybe consider hitting subscribe. And if you really like the video, maybe also consider ringing the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Also, if you could take a few seconds more to rate and or share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. Remember, you can find and follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and of course in my open community Discord server, links to all of which can be found in the video description and pinned comments below. Shout out to the over 123,000 of you that have taken the leap and hit subscribe, and as always, a special thanks goes out to my patrons over on Patreon. Until the next one, this is LukeTheDuke, signing off.